Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Empire Jeff TV. I am your host, Empire Jeff, coming to you on a Thursday night from Los Angeles, California, home of the 2024 National League West Division Champions. One more again for the 11th time in the last 12 seasons. Shout out to the Dodgers, man, getting it absolutely done tonight, man. Man, if it wasn't for that act of God triple play, we would have swept these fraud Rays. Quick little side note, man. I tried to pull up on Hogwatch, to congratulate them on a good series. I tried to pull up on him. He was nowhere to be found tonight, man. Y'all seen him? I may have to have my guy, Graphic God, put out a milk carton APB missing person report on the Hogwatch. Where the Hogwatch at, y'all? Where they? First of all, if you go over the checklist, we were going to get swept. We were going to get swept, right? That didn't happen. Then it was, okay, maybe we'll only get one. That didn't happen. Then it was like our arms are trash and our bullpen is trash. That didn't happen. Oh, and not just a Hogwatch, but to all of y'all who've been doubting Mookie effing Betts, Mookie comes through tonight as well, man. We need more of it. I know. And for all of y'all that been, pretty much hating on Dave Roberts for his entire tenure, he outmanaged their manager tonight. So a lot of things done well by the Los Angeles Dodgers tonight, man. Now, there was a dogfight. It was a struggle. It was 0-0 for multiple innings. It took it was a real pitcher's duel. Walker Buehler battled Musgrove there, man, until San Diego finally broke through in the fifth with a run in the fifth and then a run in the sixth. And then the Dodgers, man, boom, explode for 5 in the seventh, man. And man, oh man, Will Smith, man. Shout out Big Will Smith, man. Big 2 home run to straightaway center field. Absolutely clapped it. Knew what it was. Did y'all see that bat flip? Shout out Will Smith for setting it off, man. They left Musgrove in a little too long, man. And Will Smith clocked them. And they weren't done. No. They were not done. And shout out to Dave Roberts for making the switch and putting Kike in for Gavin Lux to battle the left-hander. Lit up Tanner Scott as well. The guy they've been saving, trying to not let us see too much because they're trying to save him to the playoffs. They wanted to win this series so bad that they used everything they could. They did a play yesterday where they went through 4 players at one play and got it out the next out. Just wasted 4 alignments within the lineup there, just messing around, just trying to do whatever they can because, they're playing like it's October. They're playing like it's October, and they're out there pushing every button. They're trying everything. They're doing everything that they could do to get this win. And hey, San Diego, don't be mad at us, man. Blame Hogwatch. Man. Blame him. Like we're talking mad spicy, bro. Mad spicy. You know what I mean? Oh, man, our bullpen is trash, though. Yada, yada, yada. Our bullpen is trash, though. Yada, yada, yada. Hey, yo, our bullpen has a better ERA than the Padres bullpen this season, right? 1 + 1 = what? Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Say it with me now, man. Fire emojis in the chat. NL West once again. NL West champion. Now, I know. We got a lot of basketball people tuning into baseball this year, right? With that, we get a little toxic nature. We get a little ring culture nature coming this way. But let me explain something to you real quick because I had to put this. Shout out to Big Baby. I think he's in here. I think I saw him out the gate. Shout out to Big Baby because I know he brought up a point. He goes, if I'm the Dodgers, I wouldn't celebrate. They got to, finish it all. That Kobe stuff, right? The job's not done. Okay. I'm going to tell y'all a million times, that only works for Kobe. It does not work for regular civilians and humans or athletes, all right? That's Kobe only, all right? The mentality is cool. It's great. But at the end of the day, I got to tell y'all, baseball is different. This is a 162-game season, and that's if you don't make the playoffs. 162-game season. Some guys never won a division in their life, in their entire career. You win a division, you celebrate it. You win a wild card, you celebrate it. You win the division series, you celebrate it. You win a championship series, you celebrate it. You win the World Series, oh yes, you know what it is. But in baseball, you celebrate every single advancement. It's in the game, it's in the culture, it's in the blood, it's in the sport of baseball. That NBA ring chasing bullshit does not apply to Major League Baseball. You celebrate every advancement 10 times out of 10. That's the culture. You ring chasers, get out of here. Ring culture, get out of here. That is not what baseball is about. We're not having it. We're not allowing it. Not allowing it. So at the end of the day, I know everyone's going to dudes who never won anything in their life talking about only celebrate championships. F out of here, man. Come on now. So at the end of the day, baseball is different than any other sport. You celebrate every single advancement. It's different. Obviously, it doesn't compare nothing to a World Series championship. It is not the grand prize. It is not the main target. It is not anything. But you celebrate those along the way. You absolutely do. Every single team does. Every single league does in baseball. Every single time. That's the culture of baseball. Point blank, period. So, but this is not a title. This is not a championship. It's just winning the NL, the title of bragging rights, the NL pennant. Used to be like you used to winning your, basically you won a division or you would get the pennant to play for the World Series right back in the day. So the sports and the culture of baseball, you celebrate every advancement. It's just what the game is about. And the people coming into the era now, they're not going to change that. They're never gonna change that. It's baseball. I'll fight anyone that argues that. I'm ready to back that up all the way, because then you just don't watch a lot of baseball if you fight that argument. All right, but man, what a game for Walker Buehler, man! What an absolute game for Walker Buehler. He been that Atlanta game, he had it going. He kept us in that one. He has been. I've been reluctant to sit up here and say like he's back. I've been reluctant to want to fully commit and be all in on him. It is, but But he is, he said something in the post game, and he goes, I've always had a knack for like the big moment, the big game. And so like, he's right about that. We threw him out there as a rookie in a tiebreaker game against Colorado. He got it done. But let's go ahead and let's touch on this box score tonight because, man, Otani is just all godly, y'all. He is all godly. Like, he is unfair, like what he does on a baseball field, y'all. Just completely unfair. It's disgusting. It's amazing. It's incredible. It is. I've never seen this before. I've never seen this before in a baseball player. I don't even know if I've ever seen like this. This is a whole different level. Like every time he pushes it to another level, it just keeps going. Oh, we got to see Decoy here celebrating on the field. Every time they push it to another level, every single time. And he is just Shohei out there on the bases dancing and getting goofy and giggling and doing his little shuffle and playful. Like this wasn't here before. Like we never got to see really this side of Shohei. Not to this level. He loves being a Los Angeles Dodger. He loves playing for this team. He loves playing for these fans. He loves playing with his teammates on this team. And he loves the fact that he's going to the postseason for the first time in his career. And you know that time when Braun tried to hit us all with that playoff mode activated stuff and then just flopped? Well, Shohei didn't say it. He showed up. He did it. And now here we are, man. Another 3 hits tonight. That last hit he got, I don't even know how he hit it. Joe was actually texting me. He's like, how did he hit that? Like it just where that pitch was. It was incredible, man. 3 hits, 5 at-bats, 1 run, 1 RBI, no strikeouts. His average is now 305, y'all. He was at like 286, 287 like 10 days ago. Insanity. Mookie tonight, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Freddie Freeman had that hit early. And, that's kind of like the stain on the win is Freddie's ankle. Friedman said after the game he's not too worried about it. They'll take the time with it. They got to sit him in Colorado, but apparently they don't feel anything is something that's going to keep him out any long term. So that is that's positive there. But outside of that, like this game had its own kind of way of going, and it was feeling like, okay, man, this is how long can Walker go here? How long can he go? And how long can he continue to pitch and be effective? And he just kept bringing it, man. He just kept bringing it. And when we look at it, like as far as everyone that pitched tonight, Walker, like I said, 5 innings, 1 run, 1 of them earned, one walk, only 1 strikeout tonight, but he was getting outs. Evan Phillips came in, he gave up a run, gave up those 2 hits. Banda, went 1 1/3, gave up nada. Trinan came in, got into a little bit of a jam, walked, got a little under pressure there, nada. And Kopech came in there just throwing gasolina, mowing dudes down, got the win, and the Dodgers win another NL West, man. And that this game was scary. They could have gone, if the Dodgers had that inning where they erupted. But the Padres, they got that 2-0 lead, and you can kind of feel and sense the tension in the stadium. You can see it in some of the players' faces. Did y'all see Mookie's face when Freddie went down? I was like, oh man, this is bad. When you see Freddie's face and his eyes are like, he looked like it wasn't he looked like this was not going to be good. It looked scary. He got up, he was able to walk on his own weight. Obviously when he was going down the steps, it looked bad because he didn't want to put too much weight going down on steps. But man, what a game. Other than that, that's really the only stain on the game was that. But there's a lot of things, man. Pages coming through. I've been saying that he's gonna have a hit in a game, in a playoff game. There's so many guys that can have a big hit in a playoff game to help us get a win. There's so many guys from the bottom of the lineup to the top of the lineup, man. Like I said, obviously Shohei, Mookie, Freddie, Teo, Muncy, Smith. We already know them, right? Edmund is fully capable. Kike, his playoff pedigree, man. We know this already. Miguel Rojas has potential to help you win a baseball game in the playoffs. Andy Pages is on that list. I believe that. There's a lot of guys who could help you win a playoff game. And at the end of the day, we cannot escape the fact that our pitching is going to be tested. It is going to be troublesome. It's going to be a nightmare at times. We understand this. We don't need this version of Walker Buehler every time. We'll take it. We will absolutely take it. But to get a performance like this from him tonight against a team like the Padres, and the fact that the Dodgers beat them twice in a row after they had won 9 of 10, and they were on a 5-game winning streak, and the act of God triple play, if not, they probably win that game too. The Dodgers got it clicking. Now, if you're the Dodgers, you're thinking, we have a chance to go out winning 5 in a row, because now they're playing for the best record in MLB. That's what they're playing for right now. And depending on Freddie's ankle, that extra time off could be key. Little extra motivation there, man, to go out there and get that. So I say that to say this, because now we're going to check on we're going to go ahead and check on the standings here now. So give me 1 second. We're going to go and check it out. Philly did not play tonight. So the Dodgers now, I believe, let's go ahead and take a look. I believe they have a full game lead on them now. Let me check the screen, see how well you guys can see this here. Okay, I think that's good enough. Yeah. You guys can see it. Let me know if you need me to zoom in a little bit more here. Maybe I can zoom in one more here. All right, there we go. All right, so as we look here, we got the Dodgers now. Let's go with let's go into MLB first of all. We ain't even worried about the division. I've been telling y'all for months the division is wrapped up. I basically put money on it. The division was wrapped up when the Dodgers took 3-1 over Arizona. Been telling y'all need to start listening to me. So here we go. Why does it keep switching to the wild card when it happens? Okay. Dodgers a full game lead on Philly right now. 2 games over the Yankees, 3 games over Cleveland, 4 over Milwaukee. Obviously, Milwaukee, they got that. The Guardians, they got that. I feel like New York, they got that. The battle here is Dodgers and Phillies right here. Phillies have only won 4 of their last 10, even though they've won 1 in a row. 1 in a row. Sorry, they won their last game. Dodgers won 2 in a row. So the Dodgers have a 1-game lead over Philly. They control their destiny right now. They control their destiny. They got a 1-game lead over Philly going into Colorado. Let's see who Philly's got. Philly's going into the Nationals. So Philly's going to have a great chance to get that series as well. However, the Nationals have touched up a couple people in the final month and a half here. But so have the Rockies. And the Rockies almost got the Dodgers twice at Dodger Stadium. So the Dodgers cannot play with their food in Colorado. They got to go out there. If they win all 3 games, they win the best record in Major League Baseball. They have home field advantage throughout all of the playoffs, including the World Series, and they get that time off to heal up the rest of the bullpen. It's hurt us in years past, and it's almost to a point where we might not want it because of that. But this year, we have no choice. We need that bye. And I think we're going to get the bye anyway, since we're going to have one of the top 2 records in the NL. We're going to get that bye. But if we're going to get the bye, we might as well have the home field all the way through, right? So play to win, go out there, get it all done, put this thing in a bag, zip it up, and let's head to the playoffs, go handle business, and have home field throughout. You know, if your pitching situation is what it is, it's best to have as many games at home as you can and have those fans behind you, the best fans in baseball, selling out every year, number 1 attendance in Major League Baseball. Get in front of that group of fans and let it ride. Let's see what comes of it, man. You get through a round or 2. I think Shohei will be back on the mound. And you know, if Flaherty could have an ERA of, you know, if he can give up 3 or less, Yamamoto the same, Buehler 4 or less, Knack, God, hopefully he can keep it below 5, right? The Dodgers offense, like I've been saying, we're going to have to score runs. But Buehler gave us one today, man. 1 run, 7-2 today. And they've basically, after, you know, heading into that 9th inning of game 1 of this series, the Dodgers have been the best team on the field. The Padres have had us this year record-wise, right? We've been hurt. I understand that. They've had injuries. Tatis has been out, all this, that, and the third. They roughed us up kind of earlier on in the season. They got us again in San Diego, got us kind of in an ambush game with Kershaw. They beat us in the head-to-head, but in the end, it did not matter. It didn't matter because we won the division, and that head-to-head will not matter once we get into the playoffs. It will not matter. That is out the window now. And in 2022, we won the head-to-head and still lost to them in the playoffs. So it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. So as we look at that, man, this is pretty much how it goes. Now let's go ahead and check out the wild card. I'm going to get to y'all chats in a second here. Let's go ahead and check out the wild card here. So San Diego, we know, was locking in that number one spot in the wild card. They're getting in regardless. Okay. The Mets and the Diamondbacks there are tied. Actually, New York has a slight lead. Excuse me. Atlanta 1 game back. You got the Padres really with nothing to play for at this point. After they get one more win. But the Diamondbacks have something to play for. The Mets and the Braves. And the Mets and Braves are going to have that doubleheader on Monday because of that storm down there that they're dealing with right now. So this is going to determine whether I think the Mets are going to get in. I think it's going to come down to Arizona and Atlanta. I've been preaching this for about a month, so now watch the Mets not get in. But I think a Mets-Padres series would be wild. Or even an Arizona-San Diego, even if they just go through their series right now and then have another series right after that. Atlanta, if they get in, they can be dangerous to a first-round team. I don't believe Atlanta has a chance to win a World Series, but you got Chris Sale, Max Fried and their guys in a wild card round. They could get you if they get in. I just think they may be. I think Mets get in. I think it's going to come down to Atlanta and Arizona, and that's where the wild card is in the NL. Let's check the AL. As Baltimore, same position as San Diego, they are getting in. Detroit, I've been telling y'all, I felt Detroit was going to get in, and I felt that Minnesota was not. And this is where we are sitting at. And Detroit, man, I'm telling you, I bet you they really, really wish that they kept Flaherty at this point. But the Royals, man, happy to see the Royals get in. Bobby Witt Jr. and them, Detroit and Baltimore, man, are pretty much what it's going to be there. And I cannot wait. For October baseball, y'all. I cannot wait for October baseball. I have a feeling this is going to be some of the most exciting baseball that we have ever seen come playoff time. I believe more eyes are on the sport now. I cannot wait. It's going to be super exciting. I know you guys can't wait either. So shout out to y'all for tuning in, man, here on a Thursday night. Once again, the Dodgers win the NL West once again. And for those who love baseball and love the celebration, live it up, man. Some people go decades without seeing their team win a division. For the party poopers out here, I don't celebrate nothing unless it's a championship. Those guys, try to have a little fun and enjoy it too. Don't be so stiff all the damn time. Don't be so stiff. Relax, enjoy yourself. Celebrate something every once in a while. On that note, drop a like on the video if you have not done so already, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. We would greatly appreciate it if you would do so. Also, go ahead and check that link at the top here in the chat here. Get your MLB, NBA, NFL gear, and more by using our link at Fanatics. Make sure to use our link to get special discounts, and your purchase also helps support the channel, because the good people at Fanatics, you take care of them, they take care of us. You order through our link, your order experience does not change, but Fanatics hooks us up for you guys hooking them up. See how it works? One hand washes the other. So appreciate you guys, man. Shout out to everyone over on Twitter, man. I see you rocking over there heavy as well. Go ahead and drop a like on the post, repost it. Tell a friend that it's Jeff and them again. Big Baby, what's going on, my guy? I saw you tuned in on Twitter today, man. You were into the game today. Good for you, man. Good for you, man. Appreciate you tuning in as always. LA for life. What's good, my guy? He said, let's go. Absolutely. We got Joseph Sorrow in the building, man. Post game was cliche central. Oh, yeah, always. Baseball is a very cliche sport, though. I'll give you that. That's for sure. Baseball is a very cliche sport, man. Very, very, very. Daniel Berry, what's going on, man? He said, let's go. Check it out. Look, as long as we keep Daniel Berry away from the stadium, then we're going to win games. I'm just kidding, man. You're welcome. See, you're welcome. I wasn't there. There we go, man. LA for life says, let's go. Dodgers love this team. Yeah, I love this team too, man. Like I said, the fact that we're sitting here winning the NL West, have a chance to get the best record in baseball, even with everything they've gone through. At the end of the day, I know that if we don't win a championship, it'll be for nothing, but I'm still proud of this team. I'm proud of the players. I'm proud of Dave Roberts. I'm proud of everyone who's contributed up to this point to still get us here, even though we were lacking, even though we've been lacking top-tier pitching, top-tier bullpen guys, Mookie Betts for 6 weeks, Max Muncy for months. Like, even through all that, shout out to Andrew Friedman, man, for stealing these dudes at the trade deadline. Flaherty, Edman, Kopech, all of them key contributors down the stretch to help us win this division title. And hopefully help us secure the best record in the league, and hopefully win a World Series. So shout out to Andrew Friedman, the Dodgers organization, the Guggenheim Group, for winning another division, NL West. Like I said, there's teams that go decades without winning one. We've owned it for pretty much the last 12 years. It's not the final goal. It's not what we strive for. We wake up in spring training just expecting this, right? So it's nothing to go act like we've done something we've never done before. But at the end of the day, I'm proud of this team for getting this done. Holding off the San Diego Padre team, holding off that Arizona Diamondback team that was on a tear as well, holding those guys off, even while lacking, is impressive to me. It really is. And I do salute them for that. I do. This team could have easily caved and fallen apart. When we got that news when we knew that Glasnow was done in Atlanta, then we lost those first two games. It kind of felt like, oh man, is it done? Like, are we going to blow the division? Like, is this just going to come off the tracks here? There was a vibe of that. There was a vibe. And they go in and they get that game 3, and they go in and they get game 4. It turned the rest of their season around. And we got that performance from Walker Buehler today, similar to the one that we got in Atlanta. And here we are. So at the end of the day, I am very proud of this team. I am very proud of this team. Let's see. I hope so, Daniel Berry. I hope so. 2024 champs. Win the postseason this year. Yep, absolutely. Joe says 2024 World Series champ or bust. Yeah, no, I get it. I can enjoy this and still feel World Series or bust. I still feel this team can and will win a World Series. I do. I had them as a runaway favorite before. They've come back down to earth. The playing field is more wide open, but they have as good a chance as anyone because this lineup can get explosive. And my God, what if Shohei takes it to another level in October? I mean, is it crazy to doubt that? Is it, considering what he's been doing? He just keeps going further up. We thought he was at the roof already. We didn't know there was more floors to go. He just keeps going up. The bandwidth keeps expanding. He just keeps going and going. And he's having one of the performances of the ages that we have ever seen. It's just incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And we may not ever witness anything like this again. I don't even know if he can top this season. Like, I don't know. He's been that good, that great, that dominant, that special. But yeah, LA for life. I hope Freddie is good too. But Andrew Friedman spoke on it, and it didn't seem like they were too worried about it. He's going to be out, right? But it didn't sound like they expect to like go on a playoff run without him. So that's great. That's great news there. Likely precaution. Yeah, that's exactly, man. Everyone's saying, what's up? What's up? It says, go Dodgers. There we go. Lewis, what's going on, my brother? He said, what's good, my brother Jeff? Get the likes up and subscribe to the channel. If you are new, and tell a friend or a family member about the channel. Here we go. Let's go Dodgers. Exactly. Tell a friend that it's Jeff and them again, and pull up. Court Kings, Chris. What's up, my brother Chris? Salute to you, brother. Appreciate you for tuning in. I know you hype. I know you excited. Man, let me check it. Let's see. Let me check something real quick. I just, maybe Hogwatch was just late tonight, right? Maybe he was late. Let's see. No. I don't see him, yo. I'm concerned. I'm a concerned citizen. I'm concerned. I'm worried about the well-being. I'm concerned, yo. I'm concerned. Oh, man. Kristen asked the same stupid question to everybody. Hey, man. Yeah, she's out there. She's doing her job. She's doing what she's asked. Cliche central. Very corporate-ish over there, for real. I should ask something different. Joe just doesn't like anybody or anything. He just like lives in the dark. Like when he leaves the house, he just screams at humans on the freeway, grips the steering wheel with both hands at the top and just squeezes and just makes like just angry faces till his eyes are about to pop out, and he looks like the Hulk. And that's just Joe. That's just how he shows love. That's how he shows love. Let's go, LA for life. What's going on, man? Hog who? Oh, so no, it's a hole. For those who don't know, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. The Hog Watch, man. The Hog Watch. Padres channel, Joe. Padres channel, man. It's fun times over there. The chat absolutely hates me. Absolutely hates me. I mean, I actually don't mind going over there. I try to show support. Like, I don't say nothing disrespectful. I pull up. I tell them good show. I give them a like. I jump in the chat. I jump in the comment section. I give them watch time. I do my part. I show respect as a fellow content creator. I know I'm not as big as him numbers-wise and all that. I get that. Let's take that bullet away before he can fire it. But outside of that, it don't matter. It don't matter. I don't care if you got 5 followers or 5,000 followers. When you say you're going to sweep a team and you lose 2-1, when you say our team's bullpen is trash and we waxed your bullpen and ours was dominant, when you say our starting pitching is horrific and our starting pitching matched yours, and oh, you went with your A team in this series too. You was acting like, man, you brought in the guns. You went with King. You went with Cease, and you went with Musgrove, and you used Tanner Scott in the series, which you were probably not hoping to do, and you got clipped. What's going on, Craig? Appreciate you tuning in. One Peruvian guy. What's going on, man? Freddie, no structural damage, should be ready. Yeah, it just looked like that roll looked bad. And I shout out to my pops and my wife. We went out and watched the game tonight. So I remember looking, I was like, man, let's just really hope it's one of those that looks worse. I'm looking at TV, he's in a boot right now, but he's on the field celebrating. So let's just hope it's one of those things that looked worse than it is. But he's on the field celebrating. He's got a beer. He looks he looks pretty happy right now. APB the Hog. Chris, we got to come up with something, man. But yeah, we got to put APB on the Hog Watch, man. We got to put up. And I got the bat signal. I saw earlier people were like, please, the coverage of this game tonight, like, come save us, please. I'm here now, y'all. We here now, yeah. Dodgers Nation is here now. Dodger Blue is here now, man. Dodger Dogs is here now. The people who really cover this stuff, man. Man. I believe Dodgers forever. That's what's up, Lewis. That's what's up. Will was due, and he smiffed it. Yeah, he did. He was definitely due. He's been coming around. He had a couple hits, in the game that could have been the triple play game. He had some hits yesterday. Like he's been coming around, and man, he needed that today. NL West champs, absolutely. 11 wins to go, absolutely. I'm trying to catch up here, y'all. Need home field advantage against Philadelphia. I think so too, man. Philadelphia's kind of had our number too, but the regular season is out the window now. And like I said, man, this version of Otani is all godly. This is just incredible, absolutely incredible what we are witnessing, guys. Really appreciate this because this is year one of a 10-year deal. And this guy, the word special just doesn't do it justice. It just doesn't. It just doesn't do it justice. This guy is, what the? Gotta stop paying attention to some of these commercials. Gonna get me in trouble here. Let me see here. Joe, sorry, EJ, celebrate titles only. Joe. I'm gonna tell you again, Joseph, you do not make the rules, Joseph. You don't make the rules. You don't. Joseph Sorrow, you don't. You don't make the rules, Joseph. Oh, man. Joseph the Screamer Sorrow. This is the title, LOL, NL title. Oh, man. Oh, this is funny. Yeah, you get baseball is different, y'all. You celebrate every advancement, man. I'll celebrate in the last one. That's cool. I celebrate. Baseball this season is so long, man. Pitchers and catchers report in February, y'all. It's like a whole pregnancy. It's like a whole pregnancy, like a baseball season, especially if you're a good team. So yeah, you celebrate this stuff, man. It's nuts. BC, what's going on, man? What's going on? Shout out to UBC. Shohei 53-56. I think he gets 55 home runs because we go in the cores. We go in the cores. So Otani celebrating with this dog. Yeah, I saw that, man. Yo, we've never seen Shohei get this buck wild and show this much energy and emotion. The stuff he was doing on the base. Just saw what he did last night when he stole the base and kind of did that leg back thing. Like, we're seeing like the personality now shine through Shohei Otani. And one of the biggest knocks on someone like a Mike Trout, who's an incredible baseball player, first ballot Hall of Famer, but was that he just wasn't marketable. He just didn't put himself out there like that, right? Shohei's doing that more and more now. He's doing it more and more, and I think you're going to continue to see him kind of open up more because he's just loving being a Los Angeles Dodger. He is loving that he's on the brink of a postseason, and my God, if he goes on one of the most historic postseason runs ever, the Dodgers will win a championship. They absolutely will. They absolutely will. And BC, I'm telling you, we've been looking for Hogwatch, man. We don't see him nowhere around today, man. We don't see him nowhere. They nowhere. Yeah, Shohei was with his dog and wife. So he's out there like everything was so secretive, keeping everything hidden, and he's just out there right now, man. Back problems. No Ram should either. Let's see. To see Shohei in the postseason is going to be fire. Yeah, it's going to be special, man. It's going to be crazy. I can't wait for this. He said the dog is too drunk or Doug is too drunk. You mean the dog? Let's see. Friedman was up there cursing. Like, he's lit. Freddie is fine. He's in a boot to keep the weight off. Yeah. But, I mean, he's on the field. So, like I said, and they said they weren't too worried about it, though. BC championship soon, Dodgers. Man, we need this chip, man. Otani definitely finishing over 300 with OPS over 1,000. I'm telling you guys, man, he was at I can't remember, but I feel like it was like 286, 287, like 10 days or so ago. This is, you know how hard it is to jump your average 20 points in the final week or so of the season? Do you know how hard that is? And speaking of that, the Dodger pitching, who's been labeled trash, the Dodger pitching and bullpen, right? But Arise, the batting champion, I don't think he got a single hit in us in this series. Manny kind of broke out of it a little bit tonight. Tatis had one good game against us. Merrill did nothing against us. Bogarts got a little busy at times. Profar, like our pitching, for the most part, held them in check. They held them in check. So my math is right. I think they scored maybe 10 runs this. No. They scored 3 yesterday, right? 9 runs this whole series. 3 runs a game to a team like the Padres, as hot as they were coming in. If my memory serves me correct, that's incredible. Joe says if the Dodgers drop 6 runs a game like they have since Muncy and Edman came back, they don't need the starters to kill themselves. Yeah, and that's what I've been saying, Joe, that our offense has to basically, the offense and the bullpen are going to have to really do the heavy lifting. The starters just can't be bad. They don't got to be great. They just can't be bad. And I think that the bullpen, especially the back end of the bullpen guys, I think can get it done if our bats come to play. We got a little sample size of the silent bats the first 5-6 innings of this game tonight from the Dodgers. It's not sustainable to wait for that one big inning every time. That's not sustainable. While I will continue to defend Mookie and these guys, Mookie is going to be counted on and needed. If Shohei's on a tear and he's getting on base out the gate every game, Mookie's going to start having to cash him in early in these games. You got to put pressure on these starting pitchers, maybe get some of their starters out and equal the playing field. Our offense has to be out there looking to fillet these dudes. We got to come out swinging. We got to ambush them. We got to be a shark smelling blood. We got to be out there. We got to come with it. Absolutely have to. Craig says, I think Otani goes for 55 homers. I do too. Pages needs to play when the opponent is a lefty. Yeah, so Pages, man, he just thing about Pages, Joe, and I love Pages, but one of the reasons I was big on him going to the minors to start the season and not to join the big league club is because he makes a lot of dumb errors and mistakes. Base running, he gets lost in the field sometimes. That pickoff at first was so bad. Like, there's times where you're like, you can't. It's kind of lackadaisical at times, right? Whereas Puig would drive you nuts, but it was never for lack of effort. Paez is kind of like a little bit Manny-ish, or just kind of like too laid back, right? And so you got to be careful. So if you do play him, and you're not going to play him in a corner outfield, you got to be very careful playing him in center field too much in the playoffs. Even against lefties, you can always bring in Kiermaier later in the game or shift Edman. But Paez, I think you got to take a very, very, you got to keep an eye on it, though. His bat, yes. But the other things, you got to make sure he doesn't hurt you. Got to make sure he doesn't hurt you. DC says, our terrible pitchers only allow 9 runs in 3 games versus the hottest team in baseball. Not bad for bums, huh? At Hogwatch. I don't know where he is tonight, man. You know, maybe he had a prior engagement tonight. You know, maybe he thought that, you know, the Padres would be up 2-0 by this time. And, you know, maybe he had a prior engagement, right? Maybe he just had a prior engagement. Salute to DJ, Lakers in 5. Salute, brother, man. Make sure to go subscribe to Lakers in 5. Great work over there. Does a great job. Great guy, great channel, great content. Make sure to pull up on him. DJ, if you're working tonight, drive safe. Make sure to pull up on Lakers Fast Break as well, man. Joseph Sorrow is in here tonight. Make sure to go to support my good friends over at Lakers Fast Break as well, man. They do great work over there. You guys already know this. Joe says, hey, got nothing to do with Dodgers have left too many titles on the table. Need to win it all. No, Joe. You wound tight, Joe. You wound tight. We all know this. We know this, Joe. We know this, Joe. You wound tight. It's all good. It's all good. You a humbug ass dude. Chris says, hope Lakers players watching this. That way they could see playing hard every game looks like. Yeah, man. And this is what I said too, Chris, is everyone's trying to rope Dave Roberts into the same conversation as Darvin Ham. And that is, it's insanity to do that. Secondly, even if you don't like the guy on the bench, it's still your job to play hard. You're still getting paid, right? So at the end of the day, you see that these players love playing for Dave Roberts. You see it before every game. Every one of them to a man. Everyone in the dugout approaches him. Everyone. Now, that doesn't mean that he's the best baseball mind in the world by any means, but it does also matter when you love the chemistry, you love the culture, you love the clubhouse. That does go into it. When you're willing to run through a wall for someone, even if he's not the best at what he does, that run through the wall thing is a real thing. It is a real thing. And any team that I had ever coached, to a man and woman, because I coached girls too, and not just that, but girls were also on my guy teams because I had some killer hoopers that were women. They all were ready to run through a wall for me, and me the same for them. And when you have that, you don't always have to be the best team, because you can beat the better teams at times. Not all the time, but you can, because chemistry matters. In that clubhouse, that Dodger clubhouse, that chemistry is top notch. Craig says Yamamoto pitch innings to stay in shape. Yeah, and we're going to absolutely need our $325 million man to come with it this postseason. Absolutely going to need it. We need Yamamoto to bring it. We need him to step up like it's the World Baseball Classic. We need him to be the best he can be. The best version of himself is needed from Yoshinobu Yamamoto these playoffs, because Flaherty is not an ace. Yamamoto is not an ace yet. I believe at one point he can get to that, but he is not an ace yet. We don't have an ace. We don't need them to be an ace. We just don't need them to be an ass. Like, don't go out there and wet the bed. They don't got to be great. They just cannot be bad. And it's the same thing I said about some Laker players, right? Same thing I was saying about D'Lo and these guys. Just don't be bad. That didn't work out. You know what I mean? If these Dodgers starting pitchers can just not be bad, I think we win a World Series. If Shohei goes on a Seager playoff run like in 2020, this may be the greatest single season performance ever, especially if he pitches, Joe. Especially if he pitches. Because I believe if they make it to the NLCS or the World Series, I think he pitches, man. I think he pitches. I think he's ready now. I think they're just waiting to see. I think he's ready now. What I see is ramp up. I don't see rehab. I see ramp up. But we'll see. Controversial man. What's going on, my guy? Big Punisher, godlike, dead in the middle, a little did he know that he didn't do diddly. Yep, that's my guy. That's my joy right there. Shout out to Pun, man. Shout out to Fat Joe. Shout out to Pun, though, man. Terror Squad. But I break them to you. Bro was huge, man. He was. To all the Dodgers haters, stop hating because we are better than y'all. Tell them, Lewis. Hold on. Maybe I was known for late night streams, right? I was known for late night streams. Sometimes 30 minutes, 45 minutes after a Dodger win or lose. I was known for that. Maybe that's what good old Hoggy Hog. Maybe that's what Hoggy's doing tonight, man. Nah, man, no Hoggy. See some other garbage on here though. Hold on. No other Hoggy. Man, gotta have the Hoggy alert. The Hog Watch is MIA, y'all. The Hog Watch is MIA, y'all. We have to check on them. Make sure they're all good, Make sure they're good. Gotta check on your friends, right? Controversial man says, wasn't a good person. Yeah, that stuff with his wife, right? But bro's rhyme style was off the chain. Dude made it so effortlessly smooth. That trillable syllable, man. If y'all know, man, y'all know I'm a hip hop head, man. And Pun, man. Man. And that came off that the deep cover beat. Man, the twin joint, man. Man. And it's funny because that line, it's where that line came from, right? It just blew up in a whole different realm. That dude's a beast, though. You're right. He should have scored on Otani's hit. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're talking about Potheads, right? Big Puns was bigger than two biggies. He made Biggie look small. See what I did there? You think Brunson is everything people expected D'Lo to be, like their game similar? One is just tough as hell. One is just, their games, Brunson doesn't shoot anywhere near like D'Lo. I think the only thing that makes them similar is their lefties. Brunson is way more aggressive, way more of a dog, can get to the basket way easier, stronger, tougher, can take the hit, can bounce off a player, still finish an and one, content concentration. I think the only thing D'Lo does better than Brunson is just shoot threes. D'Lo had the potential to be a James Harden, but he doesn't have the focus yet. Let's see. Prediction scenario. Top of the ninth on the road. Otani hits a homer to go up 2-1. Then he closes in the bottom of the ninth to save the game. I've seen a few people make this prediction. I don't know if they let him pitch if the score is that close. I don't know. Especially if it's game 7. If they're up and it's like 3 games to 1. 2 games to 1, 3-0, 2-0, something like that. Maybe they do. I don't know. I just don't know what type of leverage situations they're going to throw him in that situation, because you don't want to end up in that Pete Carroll, Russell Wilson situation, right? When you got Kopech right there, you got him for a reason, right? Don't end up like Pete Carroll and the Seahawks did that year, man. Don't end up like that. James Harden don't even have the focus. You're right. That was a good night. I don't want to see Otani pitch. I do. I think he can be effective. I really do think he can be effective, and I think he can add something to this team. Oh man. Friedman is tossed. They're all drunk. Look at this. Friedman out here drunk, making baby faces to babies. Joey out here with his dog and his wife. There's a bunch of topless Dodger guys out here. I'm not interested in seeing that. Do you see Jamal Murray taking a big dive this year, especially after getting that bag? To be honest, he was kind of tapering off against us. Yeah, controversial. He was injured, though, man. There was something wrong with him. We know he had some lingering stuff that lingered into the Olympics. I would keep an eye on him in preseason and early in the season. And if he looks like he's back, then I would chalk that up to the injury last year, because he was clearly bothered or hampered by something, clearly. And I have no reason to make an excuse, right? I mean, like I just observation. He was definitely hurt, man. But shout out to the Dodgers, man. Shout out to everyone. Y'all tuned in heavy tonight. I greatly appreciate you guys as always, man. Excited to see the Dodgers get into Colorado. Go ahead and get this thing wrapped up. Like I said, currently 1 game ahead of Philadelphia right now. We need this win. We absolutely need this win against the Phillies. To secure the best record in the MLB. If we're going to get that bye week, which we definitely need this year, you might as well get the one that gets you home field advantage throughout the entire MLB playoffs. And with our pitching situation, that's only going to help. So this was just a great night of baseball tonight. Great comeback by the Dodgers. Great comeback in this series after that triple play. This team has resiliency. This team has played through a lot of stuff. They've risen above a lot of stuff, dating back even to the Otani scandal at the beginning of the year, back to trying and getting his ribs jacked up in spring training, Muncy situation, Yamamoto missing all that time. It just feels like they've overcome everything. So let's see if they can finish this, y'all. Let's see if they can finish this, man. 1 box checked, win the division. That's it. Next box, best record in MLB. Next box, divisional series. Next box, championship series for the NL. Final box, World Series championship. Let's hope we can get all these boxes checked. Let's hope we can get this done. And let's make some history, y'all. I'm a Japanese Dodgers fan. Congratulations on your victory. Hey, thank you. And congratulations on your countryman being the best player in the world and the best player of all time. Shohei Otani is the GOAT, and he's doing it while he's still playing. He's the GOAT, y'all. He is the GOAT. Yeah, Mookie being out for a while, Eric, like I said, everything that they have overcome, everything they've done, why not just shock the world, win a World Series with no ace, with all your top guy arms out, get it done. Just get it done, yo. They can. They have as good a chance as anyone else out there. They can. They absolutely can. But will they? That remains to be seen. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but you here with me. You know I appreciate that. Shout out to the Dodgers. Excellent win tonight. Shout out to y'all for rocking with the Dodgers all year. Shout out to you guys for rocking with me all year. And let's enjoy these playoffs, man. And you guys have a great rest of your Thursday. You have a very good Friday. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for pregame, postgame, and we're 3 games away from October baseball, y'all. Once again, I appreciate you guys. Let's go Dodgers. I'm out.